Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back to another New World video. In today's video, we got some more juicy solo content. That's right, I got another solo chest run for you guys. This one's going to be Scorched Mines. I'm going to go through all of the chests and how to get them. It's really easy actually. This is probably one of the easier elite zones to run solo because there's just so many things to jump up on, and you can reset mobs really easy. And I do this one actually every day really fast, so let's get right into it. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel as it's completely free. Couple recommendations I want to add before we get right into the video is so first off, I feel like the easiest way to do this is going to be if you bring a fire staff and or a life staff. Fire staff just because you have burnout and you can get out of some sticky situations, and a life staff is just for some cheap free heals so that you're not consuming potions all the time. I also want to say I like to bring cheap food like light meals on this because they're usually really cheap on the trading post and you can just burn through them as well instead of consuming potions all the time because that gets expensive. Another topic I want to land on is I recommend using medium armor when you do this. You can use light. You're just really squishy, so you can get clapped a couple times, I'm not gonna lie. Usually when I do this I have medium, but you know, it's just personal preference. You can iframe a lot if you're pretty good at it. And also I want to say I use the New World map and the New World database a lot. I'll leave links to both of those down below. The New World map is how I find all the elite chests and make these videos. So if you need, use these down below. They're really helpful. I just want to add that. So here is the location of the first chest you're going to go for as soon as you get into the zone. I highly recommend when you get here to the chest area that you run behind all these rocks and reset the mobs, as there's a lot of snipers in this area, so you're going to want to make sure you reset them or this is just going to be a pain. Basically when you lay down over here, it takes a minute, but the mobs will reset and all run away, and then you can just proceed to the cave. Now these caves are one of the main reasons I like to bring a fire staff, because I feel like when you aggro all the mobs, sometimes it's hard to get out of there, or after you finish getting the chest it's a little hard to get out of there. So that's the main reasons I like burnout. But when I aggro the big guy, I just kind of wait for him to get up towards me, and you can either reset him or you can just run to the chest, and by the time he comes to like back into the cave, you'll already have the chest, and then you can just burn out of there just like that. So this next one isn't even an elite chest, but I like to get this one every time. Some people don't even know it's not an elite chest, but it does give you some decent loot, so I always make sure to grab it. And so basically you're just going to aggro him and then jump up on this rock, and as soon as you see him move his sword, you know he's resetting and you can run back to the chest. Just like that. Grab the chest, then jump over the railing and move to the next one. So this is the next one on the map here that I'm showing you right now. This one's really easy to get as well. You just gotta run by them, jump up on the rock, and then basically lay down and wait for the snipers to reset. The snipers are probably the biggest pain in this whole elite zone, just because they take a long time to reset at times, and they're just more of a nuisance than anything. But once they reset, you can just jump on down and grab the chest. Easy peasy. As you see, I got a little clap there, but it's all good. So this is the next location of the next chest. This one's a little weird. You can actually crawl behind the chest, so sometimes I like to just run up here, get the aggro, and then just climb behind the chest. There's like a little pocket that you have to get into in order to fall behind the chest. There's like one on each side. And again, you basically have to wait for these snipers to reset. Sometimes I'll just stand up and kill the snipers with my fire staff, because you won't aggro the big guy, because they take forever to reset sometimes. There you go, you see them reset, and then you stand up in this little pocket here. You can grab the chest. So here is the next location of the next elite chest. This one's got a big guy guarding it. This one's really easy to get as well. I like to just come around this corner, grab that little supply chest, and then you shoot him, and then make sure you shoot one of those mobs on the sides, as when you jump down you don't want to aggro them, and then they'll hit you when you get in the chest. So basically once he gets close to you, you jump off the edge and then just go grab the chest. By the time he runs back, you'll have already gotten the chest. Sometimes he hits you, it's alright though. Just run back up to this rock and he'll reset. Alright, on to the next one. There's a couple chests right in this location. This is the location of the first one. And so I always like to do this little jump, as you just saw, to get up to this chest. And then this guy's really easy. Just run by him or shoot him and aggro him. Then run to the top of this little pile of whatever. I don't know what to call it. But you just run up to the top of this platform. And then once he starts resetting, you can run behind the chest and grab it. You can also stand up on those rocks right behind where I'm standing now as well to reset him. And this here is the location of the next chest. So once you get to the top of these little rocks here, this one's really easy. Basically, once you aggro him, you're going to run back down to where that provisions chest is. And then you can just stand there. And then like before, you just wait until he moves his sword. You'll know he's retreating. And then you run right up, grab the chest. This is probably one of the easier zones, just because these mobs are really easy to manipulate. And then a little bit further, this is the next chest to get. You're just going to run over here, and you just climb right up on the rocks, because he'll aggro you. Once he resets, jump on down, grab the rock. Sometimes he'll aggro, but if you're fast enough, you should be good. And this is the location of the next chest. This is another one in the cave, and so I like to have the fire staff just for this. This one's pretty easy, as there's not many snipers around, so you don't gotta worry about that. But you just aggro all the mobs. Then I like to burn out of there. And then again, this is like the same setup as the other cave, so you can pretty much do the same exact thing. I like to just run up to this rock. Then once they get up there, I'll usually just jump onto these things, which is right over the cave entrance, which is actually really convenient. As soon as he resets, jump down and go grab the chest. This one you can also just sit behind, but I feel like it's really inconsistent, so I don't like to try it because sometimes you get hit. So I just find my method to be a little easier. Alright, this is the next location of the next chest. So this one is another big guy. This one's really easy as well. It's pretty similar to the other one that I do. But this guy can hit you hard, so you gotta be a little careful. Same with the spear guys. They all hit you really hard. So like you see, I have to use a potion, but it's fine. You just jump down and grab the chest. Sometimes he'll reset completely, and sometimes he'll come back after you. So if he resets completely, I like to get this other chest real quick. But if he aggroes you, you can just run up to that platform over there and he'll reset really easy. And this is the location of the last chest. So this one is a little tricky, but I found this really easy way to do it. You just aggro all the mobs and you jump up on this rock pile, and you got to stand right in the middle of it, or else the guys, the cave carvers, they'll be able to hit you if you don't. So just be a little careful. You'll get the hang of it. And then I like to reset them all again, and then I get the other chest, which is also a big supply chest. It's not an elite chest, just so you know. Easy peasy. This whole run probably takes me 15-20 minutes tops, but that's the run. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you got some value. And if so, consider subscribing to the channel, as it's completely free. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day, and until next time.